Hi Aries, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Happy New Year. Let's get started. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Aries Collective needs to know? Thank you. Oh. All right. No. Okay. All right. So we have Shadow. Can you see it? Shadow. Ask Body. The Outlaw. Now, before Speak Truth coming out at the bottom of the deck here. All right. This energy for Aries in January, at least the first half, this is the energy of self-love. It's also the energy of breaking free. It's the energy of expressing the hidden parts of yourself. I would suggest journaling. When I was tapping into your energy, I went into this whole tangent about being yourself, letting your freak flag fly. Say that 3 times fast. And just being uniquely you and being okay with that. So when I was asking about what does the Aries Collective want to know, the question that came back was, how do I break free? This feels like an identity shift. And if this is resonating with you so far, start working on your sacral. That's where it's coming from. This energy is creative expression. All right. The color orange, 6-petal lotus flower. The element is water. The quality is fluidity, receptivity, creativity, and pleasure. There's a need to tap into your more creative side, your eccentric side, the side of you that's thinking outside the box or being, just a state of being that's outside of the box, outside of what you're used to being or outside of what people know you to be. So it's about being you. The outlaw. That's the energy of being okay, being outside of the box, being okay, being different. All right? So it's funny that sacral and ass body came out because I feel like the sexuality is tied into this somehow. The sacral is reproductive organs, right? It's the energy down there, right? And it's somewhat tied into your creative force that allows you to just be you however you want to be you. It's tied into the activation of your sacral, the balancing of your sacral chakra. So I would suggest, once again, probably try wearing orange or just leaning more towards orange. And if you can look up YouTube, look up sacral chakra meditations or affirmations, all right? But yeah, it's all about your hidden self. Your body is showing that it needs more, or it's something with your body, okay? And I feel like it's something with the reproductive organs, or your sex drive or something like that. It's tied into you feeling free to be you. Free to express yourself. All right, let's get started. Be true to yourself. All right, let's get started now. Ooh. Two of Swords and a Three of Swords coming out here. It feels like the battle of yourself, and it's causing a lot of heartbreak. Wanting to break free, wanting to be who you are, letting your freak flag fly, not being able to do that is stifling and is hurting you. And it's causing blocks in your chakra, in your sacral. The truth, right? Back to the speaking truth energy, the sword, which is another phallic symbol here. Okay, so we have the swords coming out, the sword of truth coming out here. Stifling your truth is hurting. It's like you're breaking your own heart right now. Let's see if we could get more into this Ace of Swords. Why is this Ace of Swords coming out in reverse? It's causing a defeatist attitude. Okay. Some of you guys, from a child, you've learned to put on a mask to protect your inner child and protect who you actually are. This is a protective mechanism that you are, a coping mechanism that you've used to protect your softer self, protect your inner child. But then it's become a part of you. You've been doing it for so long, you started forgetting that the mask was a mask. Now it's time to rip the mask off and uncover the person underneath all that, the hidden self. When you put that mask on, the real you became a shadow. It became your hidden self. It became your shadow self. And the self that you put out to the world, that became the false mask that you thought was real. It's like an alter ego that someone put forward and then they started to believe it to be true. I'm feeling the heartbreak of this because I can imagine walking around with this mask, you're not feeling understood. Someone seeing this exterior and you're thinking they know who you are, but you're really this softer energy. So people are treating you like this when you're really this. This could be you or someone attached to you. That is an isolating feeling, and that's where the heartbreak is coming in. Feeling misunderstood. The thing is, you're feeling misunderstood because you're not showing who you are. Yeah. Nine of Wands. So you're wondering why things aren't working out, why people aren't syncing up with you, why people aren't understanding you or seeing you for who you are. Some of you guys haven't, the mask became invisible to you, okay? It's kind of merged into you. So you're not realizing what you're putting off, okay, and how you're being perceived. So it's time to identify the difference between what you're showing people and what you actually feel. Look at that, that Nine of Wands with the mask. In despair, wearing this mask, feeling misunderstood, not realizing that this mask is there anymore. They're not realizing that that's there. This Nine of Wands is struggle energy. I'm feeling the heartbreak of this. Okay. The reason why you should take the mask off is because you're blocking your own blessings by pretending to be someone else. Now, hold on. Not saying you're intentionally doing this. Maybe you are intentionally doing this, but I feel like it's not your fault. It's a protective mechanism that I feel like it's been there for a really long time. Some of you guys, you probably had something that happened as a child and you have to do it. Okay? So with that is what it is. But now as an adult, you have to realize there is a different way to protect yourself, and you do have to take the mask off. Because how you're being perceived in the world is not, and the messages, the energy that you're putting forth, that your mask is putting forth in the world and attracting, is not aligned with your soul. You have to bare your soul to the world so that you can attract exactly what your soul desires. You have to bare your soul to the world so that your soul tribe can recognize you. You might meet people who are feeling this energy, your inner energy, but then seeing this mask and they're like, wait, I don't know. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Okay? But if you drop the mask and you become this real person, you show who you actually are. People will not be unsure about you, for example. The connections will be clearer. This can apply to jobs. This can apply to relationships, obviously. Friends, family, lovers. All right. This mask was a crutch and now it's becoming a barrier. It's no longer an asset for you. It's a liability. It's time to drop it. It's working against you now. So it's time to identify what parts of you did you put up as a protective coping mechanism, and what part of you is actually you. What side of you are you actually trying to protect? Start there. What side do you not like to show too much? Start there. And then see what else adds on. What did you add on? You know, when you get triggered, I'm sure the mask is shown, right? Anyway, it seems like you guys are in a time of taking this mask off, which is beautiful. We have the Ten of Swords coming out in reverse along with the Nine of Pentacles. This is beautiful energy. The Ten of Swords, that's that pain. It's like, yo, I'm tired of feeling this pain. I'm tired of feeling this struggle. I'm tired of feeling misunderstood. I'm tired of being in environments that don't align with my spirit. I'm tired. Like, why am I attracting these types of people? Why am I attracting these types of environments? And you realize that you're, okay, this does not want to stay in my hand. This pain is ready to go. It's ready to drop. Okay, good. And someone's ready to show the world who they are, bearing their soul. Nine of Pentacles energy, that's being you, lovely. Independent, not worrying about what other people have to say. Very unique. Look at this character with one shoe and one wheel, an elephant purse. You know, just doing no arms. Who the fuck is this character? That's you? You're being led to be exactly whatever your unique trait is. You're being led to show that. The eccentric side of you, whatever it is. I just heard like people got me fucked up. I feel like because of this mask, people got you fucked up. People think they know you and they don't. But it's not their fault. It's the mask that you put forward. So you're realizing that. Someone's realizing that. That's going to come to the awareness in January. And then you have the option to just start showing yourself. We all have ways of protecting our inner child, you know, when we don't know any better. You know, we just find our coping mechanisms, and if we don't like go to therapy early in the game, or if we don't have people teaching us how to process whatever our pain is as a kid, we'll find some unhealthy coping mechanisms, okay? And that's fine, that's natural, we all do it. But once we get to adulthood, we have a choice then to make a choice, be logical, and hold ourselves accountable for how we're showing up, okay, and how we should take care of ourselves in the healthiest way imaginable. So that's the work. 8 of Pentacles. Once you step into it, the 9 of Pentacles, in a very real way, I feel like this is a very tangible way of showing the world who you are. You're going to see how things start moving in your favor. You're going to start seeing how things start working for you in a very real way. You're going to see how the mask was blocking you. In a very tangible way. This can mean, I don't know, if you dress differently, I don't know. Change religions. Whatever the case is, it's going to start lining you up with what you're actually aligned with what your soul is actually aligned with. It's going to cause shifts in your environment. It's going to cause shifts with the people around you, and that's fine. It happens. Be okay with that. That just goes to show that you're on the right path and things are shifting. The universe is listening. They're seeing what you're doing, and they're responding. So what you're doing is working. Okay? Breaking free. Some of you guys might find like, oh, all I have to do is take off the mask, and that's how you break free. That's how you break free from whatever struggles you might have had, okay? Because it does have a struggle energy, and I feel like whether this is a financial struggle or emotional struggle, or if it's a struggle in love or family, whatever the case is, you might realize, oh, it was because I was coming off this way. This is why these relationships didn't work out. This is why I came off, why these jobs didn't work out. You know, and then once you take your mask off and you actually step into your authentic self, you'll see, oh, these people are responding to me differently now. Yeah. This is how it's supposed to be. That's how you're supposed to move. Okay? Anyway, so whatever this pain or the pain and fear of being left out in the cold is going to get dropped once you start seeing how the releasing of the mask unlocked a lot of doors for you. Will unlock a lot of doors. Does that make sense? You'll see that the unleashing, the taking off of the mask is unlocking doors, and that's going to help you get over this feeling of what if they don't like who I really am? Because that's coming out here too. We have the Ace of Pentacles. See, some of you guys, you being your authentic self is actually going to bring money in. Some of you guys might have been working on a project or something like that and it just wasn't working out, but you weren't being your authentic self. You probably had the right idea, okay? Some of you guys had the right idea, right person, whatever the case is, but because you weren't being your authentic self, you wasn't using the ingredients properly. Okay, some of you guys had the ingredients for a good business idea, but because you weren't being your complete self, you were misusing the ingredients. Okay. Let's see what the blockage is. That's going to be a moment of truth. Just try something different. If you're used to being more stoic, more defensive, whatever the case is, less vulnerable, right? Try being more vulnerable and see how that shifts anything. Just try it in any aspect of your life. If it's in your career, if it's at your job, if it's in a relationship. If you're used to being defensive and not listening, then try listening. You know, things like that. Very, very real steps, I'm saying. Tangible ways of showing up in a more authentic way. And I feel like the more authentic way is a softer energy. All right. Just choose one aspect of your life where you could just be more vulnerable and see what happens there. Then that can cause a domino effect once you realize it works. Okay? How much it works. What's a blockage? Look at that. That's a tower. Yeah, that's going to be a tower moment for sure. That's gonna be a major shift of perspective. We have the tower coming out with the hangman. It's gonna trigger a tower moment. Be proactive in this. Just take one step in showing yourself, okay? However that can play out. Just maybe just how you dress then. Change that, you know, do something in a very physical sense, okay, where people can notice it and see it, and then see how people respond to it. Now, not everybody's going to be on board. Be okay with that, all right? See how people respond to it, strangers and friends and family alike, but also see how you feel in those new shoes. If it's physically new shoes. If you're the type to just wear sneakers and but you just always want to be the type to just wear shoes. If you want to change your hair, a hair color, whatever, you know, just try something. Or it can be an emotional thing where you're just being more open about your feelings. One thing, just try one thing, okay? It's going to be a tower moment, and it's going to be a domino effect, and it's going to help you unlock like the truth in this. It's going to show you, it's going to have you look at the world differently. Like, oh, this is what I need to do. It's a gateway into a new beginning. It's a gateway into the new you. Just try one thing, okay? All right, what are they feeling to say? I feel like you guys are on the brink of the new you, but you can't wait for it. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune coming out. You're on the brink of the new you, right? You're like right there, but you have to understand that you have a choice, okay? You don't have to step into the new you. You can stifle that thing. But the opportunity is open for you guys, for the Aries collective, it seems. You guys have been on this journey of like self-discovery for the past couple of months. And now it's time to actually take action. Don't wait for something to trigger you. Don't wait for a tower moment. You know, just take this opportunity to just try one thing. Be conscious, be proactive in your evolution, okay? Experiment with life. is going to lead to your upgrade. And for some of, I feel like it's going to lead to some money too. So this can be you accepting yourself for who you are. That can lead to you being better at your job, okay? Now it's like your boss notices you, like, oh, wow, I didn't even know you had this. I didn't even notice you. You know what? I want you to be the head of this department, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Essentially, you were dimming your shine. You were dimming who you were, so the people who needed you for who you actually are couldn't find you. So this is going to lead to some money. This is going to lead to some opportunities. It's going to lead to opportunities, tangible opportunities. For some of you, it's going to be money. Some of you guys, it's going to be soulmates, whatever the case is. It's going to lead to friends, whatever. This can also be talents that you have. Exploring a talent, a hidden talent that you probably loved since you were a kid and you never really showed it, but you're supposed to show the world this talent. And next thing you know, this is a talent that everyone fucking needed from you. You know, it's that type of energy. You're holding back something that probably, see, this is becoming a bigger picture energy now. Some of you guys, you do have a talent that you're meant to share with the world. And it's bigger than you, okay? Like, imagine if Beyonce was too insecure to, well, that doesn't count, she's a fucking kid, trained into it, right? Or Rihanna. If she was too insecure and stuck in her, you know, just thinking, oh, I'm just an island girl, whatever, I can never be this. Imagine if those thoughts took over and she never pursued any type of singing. Where would she be? She ain't got the best voice in the world now, but she did it. Right? So that's what I'm saying. She stepped out into who she was, okay? She honored who she was, or her desires, okay. Now we do have the 7 of Arrows coming out. There might be people around. So back to when you step into who you are. When you step into who you are, not everybody's going to be on board with that. There might be some people who might ask you, well, the fuck do you think you are? They might kill your hope. So, as mentioned before, when you get into this energy, right? And you notice, just peep how people respond to you. Don't do it for the validation or reassurance. Do it to see how much of a difference. Like, I used to do this all the time. Like, I would change my hair a lot. Like, I would go from, I had like a Caesar, I had weaves, you know, mohawk. I did so many different things, and with every hairstyle, I had a different reaction. It would be like, ayo ma. If I had a weave in, if I had a Caesar, a bald haircut, it would be like, good morning, queen. Hey, sis. That's it. It's things like that. So just pay attention to when you make a change, how do other people respond to this change, okay? And then act accordingly. But don't let the people like kill your hope, because yeah, it's you guys have the social circle energy problem. That's just been a problem with the Aries collective for the past couple of months. The peer pressure. There's too many people enabling the mask. There's too many people's opinions that are being held in high regard that should not be. And these people, because if they feel you growing out of them, they're going to start hunkering down on who do you think you are energy. Some of you guys, this is just a fear. You're scared that people wouldn't accept you for who you are. But that is the thing about changing and growing. You can't be the same person. The same person you were 5 years ago, you're not going to be the same person today. You shouldn't be. And you wouldn't be in the next 5 years. It's okay. And the thing with that is people come in and people leave, and that's it. People will grow with you or they won't. And you have to just take the losses, but also take the gains that come with this new person that you're becoming. It's leading to your upgrade. It just seems like it's more so the opinions of others. It's like kind of getting in the way here. So it's always a choice. You guys are on the brink of this. Some of you guys will make a choice to see the overthinking. Some of you guys are going to make a choice to just step out and be who you are. Some of you guys are just going to decide to stay who you are. Stay exactly who you are. And that's, or keep yourself hidden from the world. And that's just going to be a shame, okay? Ace of Wands, wow. So the Ace of Wands coming out with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like this is tied into a passionate, lucrative opportunity, okay? This being you is going to help your career. It's some, oh my God, okay. And then coming out with the Sacral Chakra, which is the creativity center. Some of you guys are, let's say, more creative than you're letting on. Some of you guys are more of an artist than you're letting on. Things like that. You have to let that creative expression. Some of you guys just have a creative way of thinking, an eccentric way of thinking that needs to be shared with the world. It's something about that. If you have a creative way of thinking, then start a podcast and just start speaking. You know, just do something. YouTube channels, whatever the case is. If you have a hidden talent, some type of hidden creative talent, start doing it, showcase it, all right? It's something about this hidden self that is going to bring passion and money. But it's like the talent, if this is a talent or passion, it's all like, that's what other people see. It's all coming down to this inner self and this mask. It's all coming down to protecting the inner child and learning how to protect the inner child in a healthier way where you don't have to hide yourself any longer. Once you learn how to do that, then you can express yourself more freely in whatever way you see fit here. All right, let's see what the power animal is. Be spirit, sweet results await. Don't be afraid to do it. If it seems like you guys have been struggling with this for a while, just take this as confirmation that there is, once again, opportunities on the other side of ripping the mask off and being more authentic, and also sweet results. Like I said, take just one aspect of your life and just try to be more vulnerable or more authentic in that way. Try to rip the mask off in love, or try to rip the mask off in your career, okay? This can be like taking a step with a podcast, you know, and just speaking your truth, just unfiltered, you know, just, it's something, do something, all right? Because it's going to bring results. It's going to bring rewards, okay? It's something unique about you that needs to be seen on a public front, all right? And you'll be rewarded for it. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, I think we're good here. And Buffalo Spirit, the universe, the abundant universe will provide. You're worrying about loss. You're worrying about losing the people who won't get the new you, or why do you have to do the things you do? it's going to be replaced by people who actually understand you and love you for who you actually are, and not love you for the mask that you've been showing yourself to be all this time. The people who love the mask, they didn't know you, so that's the reason for the lonely struggle feeling anyway, because you were surrounded by people who essentially it would be fake love, right? If they just love this mask, but they didn't know the true you to love you, right? So just here, look, the abundant universe will provide. Whatever drops out in the process of you being authentic, you will be rewarded, okay? With people who actually see you for who you are, recognize that and appreciate it, all right? Also, back to the sacral chakra. It is tied into this. It's time to open this up, this creative center. All right. Thank you so much, Aries. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG. That's Tara Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be a patron, check out the Patreon link below. All right. Thank you so much. Until we meet again. Peace.